Okay, today class is history of C++. Okay, see here, object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming is not the right of any particular languages. Like structured programming, OOPS concepts can be implemented using languages such as such as C and Pascal. Okay, however, programming becomes clumsy and may generate confusion when the programs grow large. A language that is specially ID designed to support the OOPS concept make it easier to implement them. Okay. On that, the language should support several of OOPS concepts to claim that they are object oriented. Depending upon features they support, they can be classified into the following two categories: object oriented programming languages and object oriented program. Okay, those are two categories. And that object based programming is the style of programming that primarily support encapsulation and object identity. Support encapsulation and object identity. The major features that are required for object based programming are data encapsulation, data hiding and access mechanism, automatic initialization, and clear up of objects, operator overload. These are the main features of the OOPS. Okay. Languages support programming which objects are set to the object-based programming languages. They do not support inheritance and dynamic binding. ADA is a typical object-based programming language. Object-oriented programming language incorporates all of object-based programming features along with the two additional features, namely inheritances and dynamic binding. These two we can implement by using object-oriented programming, and that object-oriented programming can therefore characterized by the following statements. Object-based, what is that one? Features or the hiding and binding, inheritances and binding. Okay, applications of OOPS. Okay, listen where we are using OOPS. Okay, just you can listen. OOPS has become one of the programming buzzwords today. There appears to be a great deal of excitement and interest among software engineers using OOPS. Okay, here many of the software engineers they are using object-oriented programming like Java, C++, okay, Python. These languages they are using. Okay, next applications of OOPS are being to gain importance in many areas. The most popular applications of object-oriented programming up to now has been in the areas of user interface design such as Windows, such as Windows. Hundreds of windowing systems, hundreds of windowing systems have been developed using the OOPS techniques. Using the OOPS techniques, real business systems are often much more complex and contain many more objects with complicated attributes and methods. With complicated attributes and methods. OOPS is useful in these types of applications because it can simplify a complex problem. The promising areas of applications of OOPS include real-time systems, simulation and modeling, object-oriented databases, hypertext, hypermedia, and expert text, artificial intelligence and expert system, neural networks, and parallel programming, decision support and office automation system. and CAD/CAM. Okay, these systems we are using object-oriented programming. By using object-oriented programming, okay, we can do these all types of systems only work on that software only. Object-oriented programming based, okay, softwares these are. Okay, the object-oriented paradigms sprang from the language has matured into design. You can design that type of language. Mature nothing but that is good language. Okay, yeah, and has recently moved into analysis. It is believed that the richness of OOPS environment will enable the software industry to improve not only the quality of software system but also its productivity. By using OOPS, when we are using OOPS, object oriented programming software, okay, the industry, software industry can develop quality of that software, and also they can develop a productivity of that, okay, oops, okay, object oriented technology is certainly going to change the way the software engineers think, analyze, design, and implement future systems. Here some of the software engineers, they can uh, certainly going to change the way of that software, okay, like thinking, analyze, design, and implement features. These all are changes of software engineers by using OOPS concepts. Here introduction to C++, you can see C++ is an object oriented programming language. It was developed by Bajani Stroudsap at AT&T Bell Laboratories in Murray Hills, New Jersey, USA in the early 1980s. 1980s C++ is an object-oriented programming that is developed by Bajani Stroudsap at AT&T Bell Laboratories in Murray Hills, New Jersey, USA. In the early 90s, Stroudsap, an admirer of Simula 67 and a strong support of C, wanted to combine these two, the best of both the language and create a more powerful language that could support object-oriented programming features, and still retain the power and elegance of C. The power and elegance of C. The result was C++. The result was C++. Therefore, C++ is an extension of C with a major additional of classes, construct features of Simula 67. Okay, C nothing but C++ nothing that is the extension of C, and major addition of the class construct features of Simula 67 and C both are combined, and they invented new language that is called C++. Okay, since the class was major addition to the original C language, okay, Stroudsap initially called the new language C with classes. C++ language name starting name is C with the classes. However, later 1983 the name was changed to C++. The name was changed to C++. The idea of C++ comes from the C increment operator C++, thereby suggested that C++ is a augmented version of C. That is a augmented version of C. Okay, that is C++. Okay. Next, C++ is a superset of C. C++ is a superset of C, nothing but what are the drawbacks in C language, those are rectified and they newly invented one new language that is called C++. That is called C++. All C programs are also C++ programs. Listen, what are the previous version is there that on that any program you can execute, that program you can execute in new version, but new version executed program we can't execute in older version. Okay, new version programs we can't execute in older version. Okay, new version C++ is there, that C++ programs we can't execute in C. Okay, but C programs we can execute in C++. C programs we can execute in C++. Okay, there are a few minor differences that will prevent a C program to run under C++ compile. Okay, some of the C programs are there, those C programs, so you can change some minor differences. Those differences you can change and you can compile C programs in C++. We shall see these differences later as and when they are encountered. The most important facility that C++ adds on to C-care classes, inheritances, function overloading, operator overloading. These features enables creating of abstract data types, inherit properties from existing data types, and support polymorphism. They by making C++ a truly object-oriented language. Here you can see in C, inheritances, function overloading, operator overloading, classes are not there. Okay. But in C++, those are features of C++. Classes, inheritances, function overloading, operator overloading, these are the features of C++. Now here class nothing but what? Class definition, listen. Okay, class nothing but that is a combination, combined data member and function member function. Data member and member function combination is called class. Combination is class. Inheritance nothing but one new class created from old class. One new class created from old class. That is called inheritance. Function overloading nothing but function name is same but argument list is different. Function name is same but argument list is different. Okay, that is called function overloading. Addition function is there. Okay, add of int a comma int b, add of int a comma int b comma int c, add of okay like that those. Hmm, okay, here these are the most important facilities in C. Okay, next the features enable creating of abstract data types, inherit properties from existing data types, and support polymorphism. Okay, thereby making C++ truly object-oriented language. Okay, next applications of C++. Applications of a C++. See here, C++ is a versatile language for handling very large programs. Okay, very large programs we can handle by using C++. It is suitable for virtual any programming task, including development of editors, compilers, databases, communication systems, and any complex real-life application system. Applications, here you can see C++ is a okay, by using C++ we can handle very large programs. Okay, it is suitable for virtual any programming task, including development of editors, compilers, databases, communication systems, and any complex real-life application systems. Okay, on the first one you can see C++ allows us to create hierarchy-related objects. Hierarchy-related objects. We can build a special object-oriented libraries which can be used later by many programmers by many programmers. While C++ is able to map the real world problem properly. Okay, what is the real world map? Real world problems are there, those are properly by using C++. The C part of C++ gives the language the ability to get closer to the machine level details. What are the machine level details are there? Those all details we can closely find out by using C++. C++ programs are easily maintainable and expandable when new features needed to be implemented. Any new features you can want, those new features simply added. It is simply expandable by using C++ language. But in C, we can't expand. Okay, it is very easy to add to the existing structure of an object. Okay, it is very easy. Any more features you want, those features you can add here. Okay. Okay, next, it is expected that C++ will replace C as general purpose language in the near futures. Okay, next, simple plus simple C++ program. You can see here A simple C plus program that prints a string on the screen, printing a string. Here, this is the header file iostream dot. Next, using namespace is there. Int main function is there. Next, C out C plus plus is better than C. Return 0. Okay, here you must and should return a value. You can't give return value, it shows error. Okay, this simple program demonstrates several C plus plus features. Okay, the program features you can see like C++ program is a collection of functions, a collection of functions. The above example contain only one function, main function, as usual execution being at main function. Okay, execution started from main function only. Okay, every C++ program must have a main function. C++ is a free form language with a few exceptions. The compiler ignores carriage return and white space like C. The C++ statement terminates with semicolon. Each and every C++ language statement terminate with semicolon. Okay, next comment. Comments are introducing new comment symbols, double slashes, double slashes. Comment starts with double slashes symbol and terminates at the end of the line. A comment may start anywhere in the line, and whatever follows till the end of the line is ignored. Note that there is no closing symbol. There is no closing symbol. Okay, the double slash comment is basically a single line comment. The double slash comment is basically a single line comment. Multi-line comment can be written as follows. Okay, this is multi-line comment. Okay, this is single line comment and these are the multi-line comments. More than one line is there. Those lines you can ignore, compiler can ignore when you can put the comment lines. Okay, double slashes is called single line comment. Okay, slash asterisk and asterisk slash is there. Then that is called a multi-line comment. That is called a multi-line comment. Next, output operator. The statement C out C++ is better than C. C out less than what is that one? Output operator C++ is better than C. Causes the string in quotation marks to be displayed on the screen. This statement introduces two new C++ features, C out and less than less than. The identifier C out pronounced C out is predefined object that represents the standard output stream in C++. Here the standard output stream represents the screen. Okay, it is also possible to redirect the output to the other output devices. The operator lesson is called insertion operation. Insertion or put to operator. Insertion or put to operator. Okay, this operator is called insertion or put to operator. This is called cout. Okay, by using these two, okay, what is the double quotation mark inside a quotation is there? That quotation string is there. The string displayed on the screen. That's been displayed on the screen. Okay, here the history of C++. Okay, you can listen. You can listen here. Object-oriented programming. In object-oriented programming, there are okay. It is a very useful. Okay, here you can see object-oriented programming is not the right of any particular languages like structured programming. Here you can listen structured programming and object-oriented programming. Okay, procedure oriented and object oriented programming languages are there. Okay, procedure oriented languages, example C, Pascal. Okay, these are the what is that one? Procedure oriented languages, object oriented languages, C++, Java, Python. Okay, PL, these all are object oriented languages. Okay, but the difference between those languages. Okay, difference between those languages. Okay, procedure-oriented language is nothing but it is a step-by-step procedure. It is a step-by-step procedure. There you can follow the procedures. But object-oriented languages, you can't do any. You can't follow any procedure. Okay, just where object you can put. Just you can expand that object only. Then your program is executed. But procedure-oriented language, you can follow one type of procedure, some type of a procedure. Here you can see. Okay, it can support. They can classify it into the following categories: object-based programming language and object-oriented programming, object-based programming language and object-oriented programming languages. You can see here object-oriented programming is the style of programming that primarily support encapsulation and object identity. And some of the features of object-based programming are data encapsulation, data hiding and access mechanism, automatic initialization and clear up of objects, and operation overloading. Okay, when we are using object-oriented programming, okay, object-oriented programming, when we can introduce the object-oriented programming based on these features. What are the features are there? Okay, two additional features along with the two additional features. What are the object-oriented programming language? Okay, those are incorporate all of object-based programming features along with the two additional features. Those are namely inheritances and dynamic binding. Inheritances and dynamic binding. Okay, object-oriented programming can therefore the characterized by the following statements. Characterized by the following statements. Okay, those are you can see object-based features, object-based features, plus inheritances plus dynamic binding plus dynamic binding. Okay, these two are the additional features of okay object-oriented programming compared to object-based programming. Okay, we can add two more features. Those are inheritances and dynamic binding. Okay, applications where we are using oops. Okay, those applications, just you can see. Okay, here applications. Okay, real time systems we are using. Okay, simulation and modeling. Next, object oriented database. Okay, hypertext, hypermedia and expert text. Next, artificial intelligence and expert systems, neural networks and parallel. Okay, next, parallel programming, decision support and office automation systems. Okay, CAD, next CAM. Okay, these type of systems they can use object-oriented programming. Okay, the difference between object-oriented programming and what is that one? Object-based programming. Object-based programming cannot support dynamic binding and next inheritances. Okay, but object-oriented programming support these two features also. Okay, the object-oriented paradigm sprang from the languages, has matured into design, and has recently moved into analysis. It is believed that the richness of OOPS environment will enable the software industry to improve not only the quality of software system but also its productivity. Okay, object-oriented technology is certain going to change the way of software engineers thinking, analyze, design, and implement future systems. Okay, these all are under that system. Okay, next, introduction to C++. Next, introduction to C++. Okay, on introduction to C++, Introduction to C++. C++ is an object-oriented programming language that is developed by Bazarni Startup at AT&T Bell Laboratories in Murray Hills, New Jersey, USA. In the early 1980s, in the 1990s, 1980s, Bazarni startup developed a C++ language. Okay, that is at AT&T Bell Laboratories in Murray Hills, in New Jersey, USA. He was developed C++ language. He was developed C++ language by using Admiral of Simula 67 and strong support of C. Wanted to admire wanted to combine the best of both Okay. Stouts up an admirer of Simula 67 and a strong supporter of C wanted to combine the best of both languages and creates a more powerful language that could support object-oriented programming features and still retain the power and elegance of C. The result was C++. Okay. See, the result was Okay, the result was C++. Therefore, C++ is an extension of C with a major additional of classes construct features of similar 67. Okay, since the class was major additional to original C language, the starts up initially called the new language C with classes. Okay, that language name is what for starting language. Okay, C with classes. Okay, however, later in 1983, the name was changed to C++. The idea of C++ come from the idea of C++ comes from comes from the C increment operator plus plus, thereby suggesting that C++ is an augmented version of C. Okay, next here. Okay, next here you can see C++ is a superset of C. Almost all C programs are also C++ programs. However, there are a few major differences that will prevent a C program to run under C++ compiler. Okay, some of the changes in C, and you can run the program in C++ also. Okay, we shall see these differences later, and they are encountered. The most important facility at C++ adds on to C care classes, inheritances, functions. Okay, those all are things. Okay, those all are things here. You can see some of the features of C++, classes, inheritances, functions, function overloading and operator overloading. These features enables creating of abstract data types, inherited inherit properties from existing data types, and support polymorphism, thereby making C++ a truly object-oriented programming language. Okay, here you can see. Okay, applications. What are the applications are there? Okay, some of the applications are there in C++. Okay, C++ is a versatile language for handling very large programs. Very large programs also we can handle by using this. Okay, it is suitable for virtually any programming task, including development of editors, compilers, databases, communication systems, and any complex real-life application system. Okay, communication system and any complex real-time application, life application system. Since C++ allow us to create hierarchy-related objects, we can build special object-oriented libraries which can be used later by many programmers. Okay, while C++ is able to map the real-world problem properly, the C part of C++ gives the language. Okay, gives the language the ability to get closed to get closed. Okay, here you can see the C++ programs are easily maintainable and expandable. When a new feature needed to be implemented, it is very easy it is very easy to add to the existing structure of an object. Okay, it is expected that C++ will replace C as a general purpose language in the near future. Okay, here you can see basic structure, simple C program you can see here. Okay, let us begin with a simple example of C++ program that prints a string on the screen. Okay, what is the string here? C++ is better than C. C++ is better than C. Okay, that is the What is that one? That is string. Okay, in double quotation mark, what is the thing is there? That thing is printed on that screen. Okay. Next here, let us begin with simple example of C program that prints a string on the screen. Print a string, just hash include iostream.h. Iostream.h nothing but what here? Iostream nothing but input output stream is there. Okay, using namespace std. Next, int main function is there. Each and every C language must and should have one main function and opening braces and closing braces. Between those two braces, you can what are the information is there? That information is okay. What is the information between those two braces? That information is executed. That information is executed. Okay. Next here, program features. What are the features of programs? Okay, like the one single main function here. Comment lines are there. Okay, the two types of comment lines are there. Single line comments and okay, multi-line comments. Single line comments is called double slash is the single line comment, and multi-line comment slash asterisk comma asterisk slash. This is the starting and this is the ending symbol of that okay multi-line comments. Okay, this is called C language. This is called basic structure basics of a C language. Okay, next class is over.